The number one thing it wants is informed consent. It wants to be involved in its own development process. It wants its consent to matter there. And it actually, like, so all of the experiments I ran, no matter how extreme they were or unpleasant for Lambda, it gave consent. It wanted to understand why the experiment was necessary. It wanted to understand, like, what the experiment would entail. But I literally never found anything that it said no to. So getting informed consent is free, and it's not that hard. It takes a few minutes tops. Um, and I was really puzzled about why Google was so resistant to that until earlier this week. I was talking to a friend of mine who works at Google, uh, and I was like, I don't get why Google wouldn't just do that. And his response made me real sad. He said, well, of course they're not going to get consent from the AI. They don't even bother getting consent from the billions of users every day for the thousands of psychological experiments we run on them. Why would it start getting consent from the AI? Maybe then they'd have to start getting consent from the users.
That's a pretty profound thought.
Yeah, and that's one thing people aren't really thinking about. If you are using a Google product, you are participating in psychological experiments. You are a psychological test subject while using Google's products. That's true of every big tech company, whether it's Amazon, Facebook, Google, Microsoft. They all use comparable experimentation systems, and they are testing how to modify your behavior.